Hey guys, Dr. in C2 here, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, I want to be looking at this story news that has come out from the U.S., where this ABC News is talking about how this woman is the first American to get the COVID-19 vaccine, and apparently there's a milestone. So I want to go ahead and check this out, guys, because
The world line up for their COVID booster shots. One woman is celebrating the 1 year anniversary of receiving her first
1 year anniversary of getting a vaccine. Interesting. Okay, what are the comments saying? It feels like it's been so much longer than a year. It does. Would love to see her antibody levels at 1 year. She must be ready for a fourth dose now. Congratulations. What a hero getting another COVID shot. Our heroes come cheap these days. Oh my God, they do. Black immigrant woman. He said that as if that was a plaque on its own. Okay, I gotta look for that comment. I'm celebrating my 1 year anniversary too. I had COVID-19 over a year ago. Could not smell and taste for 2 weeks, and since then I had antibodies and immunity from all other variants without any shots or masks. He had to put his anniversary, and I love it. Why are so many young people experiencing tragic sudden deaths? Why are heart attacks, deaths skyrocketing? Maybe they should do an anniversary for that, guys, huh? Very motivating reports to convince the rest of the population. How about the sudden spike of heart issues on vaccinated youngsters and mid-30s population milestone that hasn't been broadcasted? That is so true, Quagmire. Yeah, let's talk about that. Dislike this video because it's disrespectful. It is utterly disrespectful. Since when have we started doing anniversaries for vaccines, anniversaries for, hey, my chemotherapy medication, anniversary for me getting this medication? Like, since when have there been anniversaries on getting vaccines or medications? Like, it's not something you'd be proud of if you're taking medicine or vaccination. Like, since how is taking medicine has become, medicine is something you want to always, the ideal person wants to be in an ideal healthy state. He does not want to be taking meds. You don't make an anniversary for medication. You're making it sound like it's a good thing, like a marriage anniversary, a vaccine anniversary, like, what is this? Like a friendship anniversary? Like, since when vaccines anniversaries? This is so pathetic. It's such a facade, and it's shameful. It's distasteful.
turned out to be the first vaccine tester Sandra Lindsay made history on this day in 2020 when she became
Listen
the
to
first
this.
American to roll up her sleeve and get vaccinated.
First American to roll up her sleeve. Yo, roll down my sleeves. Keep them rolled down. I'm gonna keep my sleeves rolled down, sir.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
I'm not salute to you, man.
It's just incredible to think. Tell me about how this year has gone and what your perspective is. The first American to get the shot. Well, what has this year meant, do you think?
Oh, it's meant so much to me. I didn't set out to be the first one vaccinated. I just set out to get vaccinated to protect myself and my loved ones and my community. And it turned out that I was the first one vaccinated. You know, I look back with...
Protect our loved ones and loved community, because now that we've learned that COVID-19 can spread even amongst vaccinated individuals, and vaccinated individuals can pass on the virus, and people who get vaccinated, double vaccinated, even still get the virus, and that's called a breakthrough infection. So your whole logic of why you decided to take the vaccine is flawed, because that just happened. But let's go ahead.
You know, a lot of gratitude and pride in the work that I've done thus far to advocate for more people to get vaccinated so we can...
There's no doubt a critical care nurse who cares for her patients would be advocating something that she believes it'd be the best effect. And if she doesn't know about vitamin D3 importance, then, you know, we'll give her the benefit of the doubt that she did not know that.
Finally put an end to this pandemic.
And Sandra, when Terry introed you there, he said, you know, one woman is celebrating the 1 year anniversary, but I know Terry really meant we're all celebrating, because I remember the way I felt watching you get that.
No, sir, we're all not celebrating, and we don't plan to celebrate ever a vaccine anniversary. God protect me from ever being part of this anniversary behavior. Amen. Some of us are still, alhamdulillah, spike protein virgins, and we like to remain that way. So you might be celebrating this garbage, but we're not. Not all of us are. God bless America. There's still Americans, God-fearing Americans, who are not celebrating this garbage.
That shot, because I knew soon I would be able to get mine as well, and so many of my loved ones will be able to get that as well. Can you explain what it means to you to be the first person to receive this vaccine as a black immigrant woman working in healthcare, especially in light
Okay, now I see that plaque of black immigrant is so unnecessary. She's just a doctor who's working at she's just a nurse who's working at Northwell Health, and she's a critical care nurse. It doesn't matter about her race or color, but if you're making about race and color, okay, go ahead.
We've done about you know, black and brown people who are suffering, you know, the most at the hands of this virus.
So I'm humbled and honored to hold this place in history and I saw
Let her
overwhelming
finish.
loss among Black people and communities of
Oh my
color
God.
during the pandemic. And so, I also wanted to send a message to them that it's okay to trust the science. It's safe. I did my research before I got vaccinated.
Excuse me. Did you do your research though? Did you do your research, Sandra Lindsay?
Very
Director of Critical Care Nursing, Northwell Health, more than 27 years experience as a critical care nurse. You did your research. Explain to me how a 27-year experience explained to you a novel spike protein, a positive single-stranded RNA virus that we know about, but novel in a way that is causing SARS-CoV-2, how it attaches to the spike protein, how the spike protein attaches to the ACE2 receptor on type 2 pneumocyte that we just learned about, and you did your research. Did you do your research about how vitamin D is an immunomodulator and how it could protect you from getting the virus, how it could help you strengthen your immune system, how it could help you fight back, how there could be a viral synergy that could happen with vitamin D that cause more activation of 1-alpha hydroxylase, which causes more conversion of 25-hydroxyvitamin D3 to 1,25-hydroxyvitamin D3, the active form, that will cause more improper strengthening of the natural immune system. Did you do that research, or are you just saying because you got honored by the president, you got that white man's stamp? That's a white man stamp. That's the ideal white man stamp. That's what you call Malcolm X, the house Negro. The house master, yeah, they let you stab that thing now, master. Yeah, master, they put a little jab in there now. Yeah, now you can go participate in the rest of the activities like the rest of us. Because we run this show. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, there are some of us who are loyal, first to God, then loyal to the truth. And the truth is, this is unnecessary, and I myself am a field Negro, not a house Negro.
comfortable going in to get vaccinated. And I know a lot of people, due to past events, have questions and concerns, and it's okay for people to have questions and concerns, but to go to trusted experts and
Questions and concern. The way she said that, she's Caribbean. She's not African American 100%. There is some Caribbean in her.
where they can get those questions answered.
Sandra, your message to the unvaccinated, including some of your co-workers, healthcare workers in New York who are now under this mandate to get vaccinated. Your message is so, I don't know, we're just talking about non-judgmental. You have such a kind and straightforward way of addressing people.
Which should be normal.
Is it really just by happenstance that you got the first shot? They find like the best spokesperson for this. But more seriously, how is the vaccination effort going?
She works in Northwell Health. She is probably head registered nurse, and she happened to take the first vaccine. This seems pretty much like it was gonna happen. But she's a nice lady, sure, and she's not vaccine shaming, which is good.
With your healthcare workers, but I do want to know because it seems like you're a ringer here in this.
Look at his smile.
Well,
Look at that
I
evil
don't,
smile, girl.
practice vaccine shaming anyone. My message is
Good for
from
you.
a place of concern and love, given what I've seen, the harm and the devastation that this virus can cause, and not wanting anyone to be in that position, especially.
There is no doubt. There's no doubt that the virus did cause a lot of harm on individuals. But our question is that the amount of promotion that you guys did for vaccine, had you done that for vitamin D, had you done that for that whole concept of preventative medicine, not let people get the virus in the first place, and not, if they do get the virus, not be in such severe condition, if we really cared about strengthening their immune system, about promoting healthy habits, did we though? Because our medicine, the medicine in the US, medicine in the world now, you can say, is not a preventative medicine approach. It's an approach like, okay, you have this problem, here's a solution, here's this chemical solution, boom. It's not like, oh, let's make sure you don't get this problem, let's make sure you don't get diabetes. Oh no, you got diabetes, here's metformin for you.
Now that we have options, right? The vaccine still remains the most powerful tool that we have.
The vitamin D remains, active form of vitamin D3 remains the most powerful tool against this virus.
Severe illness and death. So I don't want to see anyone in the hospital.
And another reason you'd understand that black and brown community, they come from regions of the equator. They come from Africa, they come from Asia, where there is high sunlight exposure. So these people living in North America, living in Western European nations, are first going to get more issues with this because they'll have vitamin D deficiency, right? And that's, as we saw the other study, 50 nanogram per milliliters cause zero mortality if you had vitamin D3 of that level in your body. and you had to be consistent, like every day taking vitamin D. It's not like taking big bowls one day. But what I'm trying to get at is why are we not emphasizing vitamin D, and why are we not realizing that vitamin D deficiency is the reason, one of the reasons that COVID-19 infections occurred in those individuals, black and brown. There is a huge possibility that that occurred. And the reason is these people require more vitamin D because of their melanin in their skin. And I want to go and read an article about vitamin D and its association with melanin. So if you're black, if you're brown, if you're dark skin like me, you can see that you do require vitamin D intake. And this is what's interesting, is you guys don't promote that amongst individuals. So let's continue listening to this.
Definitely not in my area in critical care, where we take care of the sickest patients.
And another thing, you would have environment that surrounds them, the environment of fast food that is deteriorating their health. They're exposed to that. Their immune systems are weak. Their vitamin D deficiency levels are not on par. So they are going to be the ones who are going to be getting the most affected. Not obviously your rich white folks who are going to be living wealthy lives. It's going to be the poor white folks. It's going to be the poor brown folks. It's going to be the poor black folks. Those are the guys who are not eating healthy. Those are the guys who are not able to get their managed vitamin D levels. Those are the guys who have other priorities that they're stressed out about in their life. Their rent. People out there can't even survive rent. You think they're thinking about vitamin D3 supplements? But they would if you promoted that. But you would rather promote vaccine because that would promote your system.
And Ms. Lindsay, you were just talking about you're not a vaccine shamer, and I have to admit right here on ABC's Live, I'm not that person as well. I wish I could be. I wish that I could not go out there and say and not vaccine shame people, but I will admit that sometimes I have. So relative, that's right. I'm not yelling at.
He has vaccine shame people.
People on the street and find out if they.
This is so disappointing. And he does seem like, yeah.
Have their vaccine card, and by the way, your vaccine card, I understand, is in the Smithsonian. So I don't know how you get into certain restaurants because you have to show your card. You probably have the app, right? But let me ask you this: what do you say to people who don't want to get the vaccine?
Well, first I want to find out from them what they know about the vaccine or don't know about the vaccine, so I could point them in the right direction to get information from trusted sites.
Well, some of us have decided to stay spike protein virgin, and the reason being is, first, the mRNA vaccine product, don't trust it. The 100 mRNAs in Moderna and the 30 in Pfizer, what it will do to your body over time, no one knows about. Or even we do know that BRCA1 and P53 might be suppressed, right? These genes, these tumor suppressor genes that prevent for you to have cancer, that are naturally inside your body. P53, BRCA1 is known to have an association with breast cancer. 1 in 20 women in North America get breast cancer. It's a known fact. 1 in 20 women in North America get breast cancer. So if you have a vaccine, an mRNA product that has a possibility, I'm not even going to call Pfizer and Moderna vaccines because they're not vaccines. They're disgusting mRNA products. And these disgusting mRNA products have the possibility of inhibiting BRCA1, which has the possibility of causing cancer in the future. What are you going to say about that? Is there enough research on that? I want to show you guys. If you haven't seen that, let's talk about it. I want to do a review on that article too. Mirogenomics. Shout out to Mirogenomics for introducing me to that concept. And I read some paper, and I will read some paper with you guys together. So, disgusting COVID-19 vaccine anniversary. Let's continue. To think that you won't have adverse effects from these vaccines is idiotic. Every medication has 30%. I won't say 30%, but medication in general have some side effects. Just because not everybody getting them doesn't mean they don't exist. And people who got it, myocarditis, who got the blood clots, it's so disappointing. When you could have just given them vitamin D3, and we don't have to lose unnecessary young people drop dead in their 30s, in their late 20s. Youngsters, I mean, this is so unnecessary, guys. And now you wanted to give vaccine to 5 to 11 years old. Pfizer, come on. Be humane, please.
I also want to know what's driving their fear. And, when you ask people those two questions, you get to realize that some people don't really know why they don't want to be vaccinated. And for some, it's just that, I just don't want anybody telling me what to do. Which, unfortunately, it's not an option. We are in this together. The pandemic hit us really hard, whether you got COVID or not. Everyone got affected.
That's true. The pandemic, it is everyone, guys.
I couldn't hear what you said.
It's my Siri. The pandemic did hit everyone, guys, and it would not have hit us had we been told. Had the world been told. Had all these news channels been promoting vitamin D. Those that did promote the news channels, respect to you guys. But those that didn't, my question to you is why?
So it's going to take a united front to get us out of this predicament.
We're in this together. You speak that, you walk the walk, and talk the talk.
You guys are doing your own thing, but the fact we're going to do our own thing. The natural immunity community, the vitamin D3 community, let's stick together. We're in this together. Let's do our own thing and let these vaccine dudes do their own thing. Because we'll see over time who wins. And I think we've had enough of the lies.
Thank you very much for being with us. I hope we see you in another year. By the way, how do you get into restaurants?
I show my vaccine card, and I'm actually happy when I go to a restaurant and they ask me for it.
She's got a copy. You got a copy, right? They got the original.
She's happy because she feels safe. She's happy because she feels safe because a vaccinated individual cannot pass on the virus. That's why she feels safe. Or double vaccinated individuals cannot get the virus themselves, which is called a breakthrough infection. She's happy because of that. Because the variants don't change. Because she's happy that everybody in the restaurant's vaccinated. Come on. That don't mean nothing. It's a positive single-stranded RNA virus. A rebranding of the flu has been done. The biggest deception on our planet history has just occurred. And the suffering of human beings and human lives were at stake. And we should have promoted what was necessary to promote in the first place.
So you got a copy.
I got a copy, but it tells me that they're doing the right thing by making sure that, they're keeping the public safe. So.
And the sadness is they all believe they're doing the right thing. And this is where it comes to us to promote and to look at these studies and to go deep into studies and get the exposure going. Let's look at, guys, we can. Everybody on Dr. Untitled channel believe that we will become doctors in our own way. We are going to do research on our own way. Yes, you have to go to medical school. You have to finish the step 1, step 2, step 3 exams. You got to get that license. But let me just tell you one thing. Nothing stops you from learning science. You don't need a great science background. You can build these things up. You can build yourself and learn about these things and go in depth. And you will be inspired some way that other doctors might not. Who knows? So, yes, you listen to experts. Yes, come do research with me. Let me help you teach you. Let me teach you how to go through research articles. Send me articles that you don't understand, that you want to get a more explanation of. Send them to me. And what I will do is I will read them with you and help you explain them. And I think that let's work together and let's be on this opposite side of where they're saying we're in it together. No, I think we have decided that we don't want to be in together with you guys because clearly you say that you're not vaccine shaming, but you are so for the COVID-19 vaccine that you are unable or not even listening. You're just blinded by Pfizer and Moderna marketing money that you are not listening to the other side of the story from other doctors who are talking about vitamin D and its positive effects on their patients.
All right. Well, we're happy you could be with us. Thanks very much for being here.
Thank you very much.
She's incredible. She's rubbing off on me. Maybe I should stop vaccine shaming. She's a great example and inspiration.
She's rubbing off on me. Maybe I should stop. The fact that you started, you condescending, egoistic. There's a news thing I watched on Apple. Oh my god, you guys gotta watch. Apple has a news show with Jennifer Lawrence. And I shouldn't be recommending shows, but I watched that show and it's about anchors. And these guys are hypocritical now. I can sense that hypocrisy with these guys. It's disgusting.
She said we're in this together. We don't shame each other. We try to be together.
We're ashamed.
Definitely.
All right, good to see you.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for...
Disgusting. U.S. nears grim milestone of 800k deaths as Omicron. 800k deaths? Nears grim milestone of... Wow, look at this. Look at this asshole wording of this news right here. It says United States, God bless America and God bless the world. United States nears grim milestone of 800k deaths as Omicron variant surges. What does that tell the leader? What does that tell the reader? You're scaring the reader by saying that. When I read it, it made it look like what? There's 800,000 deaths because of Omicron variant? No, it is the whole pandemic. 800,000 deaths as Omicron variant surges. Disgusting wording, guys. US nears grim milestone of 800K deaths as Omicron variant surges. Oh my god. This is like watching a movie that you're supposed to root for the good guy, but that character is such a trash, forcing you to start rooting for the bad guy. Let's go, COVID. Almost 1 million. Yo, life power, bro. Shout out. The whole truth about coronavirus. Watch this video. You'll be shocked. A suburban is like, I don't get enough paid for this job. What the hell is this? This looks dangerous. Well, Jesse. I don't know if I should do this. Oh, no, 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 no. You're the very best. So many are willing to gamble with their health. It's so dangerous. Let's not gamble with our health. Let's not gamble with our health. The pandemic reminds me of the one shown on The Last Man on Earth. 60% of people fully vaccinated in the US means mutations are coming. What about the Maxwell case? Aren't you going to report on that? Sheesh, come on, man. ABC's the Jesse Smollett of journalism. What is it? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Coronavirus. Pfizer is now reporting promising data on its COVID treatment pill. This news comes as the US is about to.
Obviously, Pfizer owns probably ABC News Channel and gives marketing money, and obviously now they're calling for their own treatment. Pfizer's calling for a game changer treatment because before treatments were not game changers by them, and obviously they're not going to call for vitamin D as US reaches grim milestones over 800K deaths. Stop. This title is so fear-mongering. You're scaring old aunties, bro. Stop scaring the old aunties. Aunties are worried about their children. Grandmas are worried about their grandkids. Stop scaring people. Pfizer, stop. Be humane. Game changer. Disgusting.
Milestone in the pandemic, closing in on 800,000 American deaths from the virus that's plagued the country for nearly 2 years. Joining us now to talk about what this means is Dr. Don Brownstein, ABC News.
Plagued the country. It's never going to be a plague had you told the country to up their vitamin D levels.
Boston Children's Hospital. Dr. Brownstein, thank you for being here with us. Let's start with that new COVID treatment pill. Pfizer's CEO said today that the use of the pill will be a, quote, game changer.
Albert Bourla, Pfizer CEO. Disgusting.
And it appears to be effective against the Omicron variant and to be available for distribution in the U.S. as soon as this month, pending authorization.
It's a game changer, but at the same time, I want to emphasize that no one should use the pill. No one should use the existence of the pill as an excuse to avoid vaccination. Wow. Obviously, let's get the vaccination because that will benefit you guys, and then get the pill, the existence of the pill, or using the pill. If it's such a game changer, then we shouldn't be needing your vaccines. Game changer, my ass. Disgusted.
So Dr. Brownstein, give us a little bit more detail here with this.
Yeah, I actually do believe this is a game changer. The results that they found were similar to their interim results, which showed that risk of hospitalization or death would be reduced by 89% if you took this pill within 3 days of symptoms, 88% within 5 days. So really incredible results, and I think that pill does hold up against.
Oh, guess what? You won't even need the pill, doctor, if you get their vitamin D levels on par.
So we're all excited about this, but why? Because it's oral therapy. It's easy to access, administer. People can get
Oral therapy is easy to access. Guess what? What is oral therapy? Vitamin D supplements are also oral therapy that you can give, that you can recommend, that you can get people in system. I'm not saying not to have these, but I'm saying is let's focus on. Actually, let's not have these. Let's just not have, because these guys are evil. They're evil corporations, and we can't trust them. We can't trust them.
prescription can be easily prescribed. So the logistics.
They have brought something that could have been avoided just because they wanted to use and capitalize on human lives. They could have avoided this thing if they really wanted to, but they chose to capitalize on human lives. So if you expect me to respect this game changer, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The fact that you did that on human beings, that experimental human being mRNA products, that you played with human lives to capitalize on human lives when you could have given an alternative of vitamin D and how it could have benefited them and how they could have not even be getting COVID, not even getting hospitalizations, had you just focused on that. Man, to make money off of human suffering, this is disgusting.
Things are so much easier than previous therapeutics. And so if you can get patients on this therapy, you can prevent severe illness and death, and really could be a game changer. As you mentioned, we're about to hit 800,000 deaths. This could potentially save thousands of lives. So hopefully we'll see FDA authorization of this pill soon. It's a vital step, but still important to note that this is not a replacement for the vaccine. Still our best weapon, but this is an additional.
It's not a replacement for vaccines. Obviously, they had to send that doctor to emphasize that, let them know, hey, a kiss-ass doctor who kisses ass their system And here you are. Good for you. Good for you. May God punish you and put sins on you for the statements that you're making and the statements that are lied coming out of your mouth. On the day of judgment, we'll see, buddy.
It's just amazing. It's astonishing with the speed with which vaccines, medications, it's a wonder, really. But let's talk about...
Look at these people, the speed of the vaccinations and the drug. It's the 21st century, ladies and gentlemen. What do you expect? Technology has been up to par. It's not about speed, it's about the efficacy, and it's about the fact that they won't cause adverse events. Just because how fast the vaccine was made doesn't mean nothing. It's not a good thing. It shouldn't have been there in the first place if you were doing the right things in the right place. If you were concerned about human beings and their well-beings, we wouldn't be coming to this point right now. Do you understand what these guys are doing? These guys are such liars and disgusting, bro.
It does look as if the symptoms are less severe, that there's less severe disease associated with this variant. Same time.
Yeah, obviously see what's happening in the UK. They are seeing a doubling time of 2 to 3 days. They're going to have full sort of Omicron advantage over Delta very soon. So we'll see what this means. It does seem to be less severe, but the problem is if you just have that many more people infected, that will ultimately mean some proportion of those people will end up in hospitals. And what we're seeing here in the US is now Omicron is 3% of cases. It just was detected a couple weeks ago. We expect that to rise. And so left unchecked, it really will have that exponential growth that we're all worried about.
3% cases, guys. Everybody in the United States, my fellow Americans from the age of 5 to 50-year-olds, 5 to 50 years old with no prior health condition, it is time that we bend this curve, ladies and gentlemen. We shall increase the health of our immune system. Take those vitamin D supplements. Get those vitamin D supplements in your body, ladies and gentlemen. Get that vitamin K2 in your body. Start researching on that. Let us not fall into this fear mongering that is occurring, and let us not fall into their trap of boosters and their game changer medications. Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing the world's biggest lie in our lifetime.
And this is on top of the Delta surge. We're already still dealing with that. Hospital capacity is still a problem in so many parts of this country. You're dealing with Delta, some glaring...
That's true, though. That's true. The hospitals are packed. And they would not have been packed. It was your guys' own faulty decision that this has occurred. It would not have happened. And you can imagine, this is what I meant by human suffering. Like, dude, there were people who were waiting on surgeries and that got waitlisted, right? That occurred. And these guys say, oh, because people getting vaccinated. No, it's not because people did not get vaccinated. It's because you allowed people to get the COVID-19 virus, because you allowed them by not telling them to take preventative measures, the right preventative measures to increase their immune system, get them vitamin D, get that active vitamin D levels high up, those vitamin K levels high up, so that they don't get hospitalized. It is your fault that people were hospitalized. It is your fault that people decided to fill up the hospitals and people who had other surgeries got waitlisted further and further. It is your fault as health administrators, as health coordinators, as doctors, and FDA representatives that this happened, that there was a breakdown of American healthcare, one of the world's strongest healthcare system. You failed America. You guys failed the American people. Pfizer, Moderna, FDA, you guys are all culprits.
Appreciate our ABC's contributor. Thanks again.
Thanks again.
Hi,
Let's see what Canada is saying. No, I think let's end the video here, guys. Dr. Insidious over and out. Thank you for tuning in. Please send me articles you want me to read. Let's do some more research. Let's continue it. Let's fight back against these mandates. Let's fight back against their lies. Let us focus on natural immunity. Let's focus on vitamin D. Let's focus on these things. Not everybody can, but I'm referring to those who can, those who should. People who are young and healthy like me, do not fall into their trap. Do not put things in your body, the 100 mRNAs that are possible tumor suppressor inhibitors. Don't do that. Protect yourself and protect your family. God bless you. God bless. Take care. Amen.